You know that moment? You pause mid-sentence wondering, wait, should I say many or much? It's this tiny little grammar point that trips up just about everyone. But what if I told you there's a super simple secret to getting it right every single time? Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to unlock it together.
Okay, let's dive into this. It all really starts with a simple grammar mystery. One you've probably noticed, even if you couldn't quite put your finger on why it exists.
I mean, seriously, think about it. We say $1, $2, $3. No problem, right? But we never ever say one money, two monies, three monies. It just sounds, well, it sounds completely wrong. So what's the secret rule our brains are following here without us even realizing it?
Well, the answer to that little puzzle is that English secretly sorts all of our nouns into two key categories. And trust me, once you see this division, you're going to start noticing it absolutely everywhere.
And here they are, the two secret categories. On one side, you've got countable nouns. These are things you can literally count as separate items. You know, 1 apple, 2 apples. Simple enough? But on the other side, we have uncountable nouns. We see these things as a single mass or a whole concept, like water, or rice, or even information. You just can't have 2 waters.
So, for countable nouns, the rule of thumb is super easy. They have both a singular and a plural form. 1 book, 10 books. 1 idea, many ideas. If you can stick an S on the end to make it plural, you're almost definitely looking at a countable noun.
Uncountable nouns, though, they're different. They pretty much never become plural. We don't say furnitures when we're talking about a room full of chairs and tables, and we don't say traffics when we're stuck on the highway. They represent a whole concept, so they just stay in that one singular form. And that's exactly why we can't count them directly.
Okay, so why does this all matter? Why make this distinction? Because once you know which category a noun falls into, you automatically unlock the rules for all the other words that go with it. And this is where it gets really useful. This right here is the whole game. The noun you pick actually tells you which other words you have to use. So for things you can count, you use many and a few. That's why we ask, how many chairs are there? But for uncountable things, you have to switch to much and a little. So you'd ask, how much furniture is in the room?
So it's pretty straightforward, right? You can count your friends one by one. So you say, I have many friends.
But you can't count time in the same way, right? It's a concept. So you'd say, there isn't much time. Many friends, much time. You see that pattern? It's that simple.
All right, you've seen the theory, you've seen the rules. Now it's time to put it all into practice and really make it stick. Let's do a little quick fire quiz. You ready for this? Okay, first one up is the word rice. When you look at a bowl of it, are you thinking of each individual grain, or do you see it as one big mass? What do you think? Yep, you got it. It's uncountable. Even though it's made of all those tiny grains, we treat it as one single thing. And the proof is in the question you'd ask. How much rice do you want? Not how many rices. Okay, what about the next one? This one might be a little easier. The word car. What's the verdict? Countable or uncountable?
Yes, for sure. That one is definitely countable. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? You can see 1 car, 2 cars, 100 cars driving down the road. You can count them, plain and simple.
All right, last one for the quiz, and this is a tricky one. This one catches a lot of people out. The word advice. Is it countable or is it uncountable? And you nailed it. It's uncountable. This is a classic trap in English. We never say, he gave me 3 advices. No way. To count it, we have to use a little helper phrase like, he gave me a piece of advice, or maybe 3 pieces of advice. Fantastic job on that quiz. You've just unlocked one of the fundamental codes of the English language. And this isn't just some boring, dusty old rule from a textbook. Honestly, it's like a grammar superpower.
So, let's just bring it all home. Every single time you use a noun, your brain is doing this super fast calculation. Is this one thing among many, or is it a single concept? If it's one of many, it can be plural, and you use words like many and a few. If it's a single mass, like water or time or advice, it stays singular, and you use words like much and a little. That's it. That is the entire secret.
So you've got the logic now. Here's a little challenge for you. For the rest of today, Just listen. Listen to music, to conversations with friends, to stuff on TV. Pay attention to when people use how many versus how much. You've cracked the code, and now you're going to see it everywhere.